In the dusty back roads of Mississippi, 1954, a baby girl was born to an unwed teenage mother. Her name was Oprah Gayle Winfrey. Raised in poverty, dressed in potato sacks when money was tight, and shuffled between relatives, Oprah's earliest memories weren't of safety, but of survival. She learned to read at just 3 years old, sitting on the porch of her grandmother's home, reading Bible verses aloud to chickens. Her grandmother, a believer in the adage, "Spare the rod, spoil the child," beat her almost daily. Her voice, even then, carried something rare: depth, impact, truth. But no one knew that voice would one day move the world. What they did know was struggle. As she grew older, life didn't get easier. Oprah faced repeated trauma, abused by cousin, uncle, and a family friend. A sense that her dreams were too wild for a girl from the South, too big for the expectations placed on a young Black girl in a segregated America. By age 14, she ran away from home. She lost a child shortly after birth and what she describes as years of abuse. Most would have collapsed under that weight. Most would have believed the world when it told them they weren't enough. But Oprah didn't. Instead of letting her past define her, she let it refine her. She moved to live with her father in Nashville, a man who gave her one thing that would change everything: discipline. Under his watch, Oprah focused on school. She became an honors student, won speech competitions, and found something she never had before: structure and belief. One day, she gave a speech so moving that a local radio station offered her a job. She was just 17, the youngest and first Black female news anchor at WLAC-TV in Nashville. And yet, she wasn't fulfilled. News reporting was too cold, too factual, too detached. Oprah didn't want to just deliver the news. She wanted to understand people, connect with them, feel their stories, feel their pain. She moved to Chicago and took over a struggling morning talk show called AM Chicago. It was barely surviving. But within months of Oprah's arrival, it was the highest-rated talk show in the city. Why? Because Oprah didn't pretend. She didn't mask her emotions or put on a perfect face. She laughed, she cried, she listened, and the world listened back. In 1986, that little show transformed into The Oprah Winfrey Show, and history was made. It became the highest-rated talk show in American TV history, running for 25 years, reaching over 40 million viewers a week in over 100 countries. But Oprah didn't stop there. She launched her own production company, Harpo Studios, becoming the first Black woman to own and produce her own show. She created OWN, Oprah Winfrey Network, published books, endorsed presidents, built schools in South Africa, and became the first Black female billionaire in the world. But through it all, she never forgot that little girl in the potato sack dress. Running away didn't save her. Running toward her truth did. Your start does not define your finish. You may be born into hardship. You may be told you're too poor, too damaged, too different to dream. But none of that is truth. Truth is what you choose to believe. Oprah chose to believe she could speak. She chose to believe her pain had purpose. She chose to run toward the future, not away from her past. And because she dared to chase a dream no one else saw, she became a lighthouse for millions. So if today you feel unseen, unheard, like your story doesn't matter, remember this: the world doesn't need another perfect person. It needs someone brave enough to tell the truth, even when it shakes. Someone who chooses love over bitterness, courage over fear, and dreams over doubt. You don't have to know exactly where you're going, but if you keep running toward the light, you just might become someone else's.